Well, I used to wake and run with the moon. I live like a rape and a young man. I covered my lover with flowers and wounds. My laughter the devil would frighten. The sun she would come and beat me back down. But every cruel day had its nightfall. I'd welcome the stars with wine and guitars, full of fire and forgetful. My body was sharp, my dark hair clean, and outraged my joyful companion. Whispering women, how sweet did they seem, kneeling for me to command them. And time was like water, but I was a sea, never noticed it passing, except for the turning of night into day, and the turning of days into cursing. You look at me now and don't think I don't know what all your eyes are saying. Does he want us to believe these ravings and lies? They're just tricks that his brain's been a playing. A lover of women he can't hardly stand. He trembles, he's beat and he's broken. I've fallen, it's true, but I say to you, hold your tongues until after I've spoken. I was taking my pride in the pleasures I'd known. I laughed and said I'd be forgiven, but my laughter turned round, eyes blazing, and said, my friend, we're holding wedding. I buried my face, but it spoke once again. The night to the day were abandoned. Now the dark air is like fire on my skin. Even the moonlight is blinding. Now the dark air is like fire on my skin, and even the moonlight is blinding. Living on the road, my friend, was gonna keep your friend clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath's as hard as kerosene. You want your mama's only boy, but a favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye and sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit boy. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words. Well, that's the way it goes. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Well, if he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to, the dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Well, there ain't nobody knows. And all the federales say could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Well, the poets tell how Pancho fell, left his living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold, and so this story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for left you two. He just did what he had to do. Now he's growing old. A few great federales say we could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong, out of kindness, I suppose. Well, won't you lend your lungs to me? Mine are collapsing. Plant my feet and barely breathe up the time that's passing. Breath I'll take and breath I'll give, and pray that they ain't poison. Stand among the ones that live in lonely indecision. Fingers walk the darkness down, mine is on the midnight. Gather up the gold you found, you fool, it's only moonlight. And if you try to take it home, your hands will turn to butter. You better leave this dream alone, try to find another. Salvation sat and crossed to hell, herself called the devil partner. Wisdom burned upon a shelf, who killed the raging cancer. Seal the river at its mouth, take the water prisoner. Fill the city with, fill the sky with screams and cries, bathe in fairy answers. Jesus was an only son, and love his only concept. Strangers cry in foreign tongues, and dirty up the doorstep. I for one and you for two, got the time for outside. Kill the injured looks to you, we'll tell the world that we tried. Hey mama, when you leave, don't leave a thing behind. I don't want nothing, can't use nothing. Take care into the hall, and if you see my friends, tell them I'm fine, ain't using nothing. Almost burned out my eyes, and threw my ears down to the floor. Didn't see nothing, couldn't hear nothing. Stood there like a block of stone, knowing what I had to know. Nothing more, man, there's nothing. 'Cause brothers are, troubles are, locked in each other's arms. You better pray they never find you, 'cause your back ain't strong enough for burdens double fold. They'll crush you down, down into nothing. Being born is going blind, biting down 1,000 times on echo strong, on pure temptation, sorrow and solitude. These are the precious things, the only words that are worth remembering. Ribbons of love, please keep me true sane until I reach home on the morrow. Never, never to wander again. I'm weak and I'm weary of sorrow. London to Dublin, Australia to Perth, I gazed at your skies and I tasted your earth. I sung out my heart for what it was worth. Never again shall I ramble. There's nowhere left in this world where to go. My arms, my legs, they were trembling. Thoughts spoke clouded and blue as the sky, not even worth the remembering. Now as I stumble and reel to my bed, all that I've done and all that I've said means nothing to me. I'd soon as be dead, and all of this world be forgotten.